All right, so in this video we are going to go through how to create a hypothesis and how to actually, write it down, what to look for using the conversion formula, and then have a little look at Hotjar. But Hotjar has its own video that is up on my channel, so I suggest you have a look at the Hotjar video if you want to know how to actually use Hotjar. But yeah, let's go into it right away because this is going to be a long one again. So for this page, we know already that we're not driving enough traffic to this page because the traffic is dropping off before it reaches this page, and so we've done some changes on the website to pull more traffic into this page. Now we know the conversion formula. Let's start to apply it to this page. Well, the conversion formula actually helps me to analyze a page when it doesn't convert. So I've been looking at the website and I've been trying to figure out, why does this page not convert the way I want to? Well, I was taught this formula by a friend of mine back in the days, and it's about actually trying to figure out a good hypothesis as to why someone doesn't want to convert. So let's go through it. C stands for conversion rate. M stands for motivation, which is essentially the motivation that a person has when they come to your page. Why are they there? And this is like, they might have a need, they might have had a problem, they might have had something that they need fixing, and so they've been searching, they've been stimulated by your ads so that they come and they're curious, and different motivations as to why they come to your page. In order to explain motivation, I usually talk about the willingness to pee. Now, if you are really in a bad need to go to pee, you can essentially go anywhere. And if you have just, drank a cup of water and you've just been to the toilet, then you don't, the toilet that you're gonna go to next, you don't have that strong of a need in order to go. So you're actually just, gonna skip it. And so that's the difference, and that's the importance of motivation. If you have a high motivation, then you can virtually buy anything, as in the case of really needing to go to pee. But if you have just been to the toilet and you don't have any motivation at all, just like when you come to a website and you have no motivation at all, then the way that you treat these two users have to be completely different, because they will be different motivated why they're there. So long explanation as to what motivation is, but we'll go through this more quickly. Value proposition, on the other hand, is why someone would be, what they get essentially when they are on your page. I mean, you need to be good at explaining what people get, not what they have to do to get it. A lot of people have saved this or become a member or download and things like that written in in buttons, and in headlines they have the product name, but they don't have anything about like the qualities of the products, what how I become when I use this, why this is beneficial to me. All of that information is gone in the buttons. You should rather say, get this in 30 days. That's what I actually get, and I get some kind of promise that will increase my willingness to click that button. If the headline says become a superstar, then I will be more likely to want to get whatever becoming a superstar is going to give me. So it's all about understanding what the consumer will be persuaded by, and then writing that as quickly as possible in the headline, in the button. Remind them, what do they actually get by this? The incentive is really all about trying to get someone to do this right now, and so it's all about that thing where you tell people that if you don't buy it now, we will run out, limited stock, do this within 10 minutes and you'll get. All of those kind of things works like a charm, even for selling really, really expensive things, like one of a kind. And then people know that they have to be first to act, otherwise shit will go down. And in terms of sharing content, then be the first to share this. That appeals to a certain group of people who wants to be first with whatever it is. So that's incentive. Friction is everything that stops me from doing what I do. If you have something that is not, easy and simple, a task that you're asking me to do, like convert to, if it's difficult to purchase, if it's difficult to share, if it's complicated, if it takes a lot of time, then friction goes up. Anxiety, which is the last one, is all about how do I feel when I'm making this purchase? Do I know that I'm making the right purchase? Do you look trustworthy enough to buy from? All of those things that go into anxiety. And so that's the conversion formula. I use this conversion formula in order to understand what I need to change on the landing page in order to make it convert better. So that's how I use this. You can use it in the subway if you want to. Just look at the advertising around you and think about who are they trying to, what motivation are they trying to meet? What are they actually giving me in terms of value proposition? Why do I have to do this now? What is stopping me from doing this? Are they asking me to do something stupid or complicated? And finally, do I trust them? Do I really trust them? And what would you change on that advertising in order to, improve these metrics? If you do this the right way, if you understand the motivation, the value proposition, the incentive of your visitors, and you remove as much friction as possible, and you try to be as trustworthy as possible, then what happens is that your conversion rate C will go up like mad. So that's the conversion formula. Now, just by using the conversion formula on this page, I can understand that there are a lot of things wrong on it. A better example of a good landing page that is aligned with the conversion formula is Moss's website. Meets the motivation of the people who come here because they are probably out there searching for a tool that will help them with their search engine optimization. So their headline here, 5 billion searches are performed every day. That convinces me that I've ended up on the right place. Be found. Yes, that's what I want to do. That's my motivation. And then they have value propositions here. Drive customers to your website. Yes, that's what I want to do. And then draw customers to your front door. Yes, that's what I want to do. And so they have actually built this up to, help me navigate their website and get what I want all the time. Get started with Moss Pro, get my free listing score. As I move down lower here, I will get supporting arguments that will decrease my anxiety and increase my willingness to convert. And then I can click the About page here that is very prominent, and then I can continue scrolling here. I can learn everything about the company. They seem very serious, and I will probably have no problem, in terms of anxiety at least, to want to convert to their page. Transferring this onto my own page, what would you think that I should change this to? For example, published books and downloads. That's what's on this page. That's not what a user actually gets when they, do what I want them to do on this page. So that needs to be changed somehow. Reverse engineering behavior, algorithms, and mechanics to drive growth. That's a good supporting argument actually, because it's what they actually will be able to do. But I might, instead of write the system, I would write something you will be able to. Then that's also something that they get. A book about viral mechanics. This is good text. Get free download. That is actually what they get. That's not what they have to do. If it would have been download only and things like that, maybe I will change this somewhat. Not that important. This image is too big and it's, really not that great. And then we have get your copy from Amazon. I would probably write this price. And write what kind of copy and how it separates from the free download. Like get your paperback copy from Amazon, because I know that some people want to read the paperback books instead of reading on a screen. So how do I actually do this in a structured way? Well, I need to create some kind of document where I create tests for all of these kinds of things that I want to change. So first of all, I will take this title, published books and downloads. I want to change that. And so why do I want to change that? I believe that the headline of my page is not good enough, right? That's what I believe. So the change I would like to make is that I would like to change the headline line so that it better meets the motivation and the value that I give to my visitors, meets the needs my visitors have and the value that I give to my visitors. So my hypothesis then would be that I change this into change this from what it is today, and then change it to get free book on viral on how to create and distribute viral content. A little bit complicated there, but yeah, that's what I'll probably do. And then the current state is the conversion rate that I have today, so I need to go check that out. I will find that in analytics here under conversions, goals, overview, and my goal conversion rate is 0.39, I think. Yeah, 0.39 conversion rate, 0.39%, and wanted result is conversion rate 0.85%. That's what I hope getting after I change this title, and then I will write in the actual result. So why do I do this? Well, I will do this for all of the changes that I would like to make, and I will perform these changes one by one. And this is basically a way for me to keep sane, to stay sane. So I will mark every test then that I perform that is actually getting close to my wanted result. I will mark them as green. And then I will mark all the other tests that didn't go the way that I wanted them to as red. And by doing this, I will be able to then check out what tests and what did I do previously, so that I don't go back in time and actually do tests that I've done before, and they will waste my time. Now, once this starts going, it grows and more tests are being made, then it would be a good thing to have different sheets here for different pages on your website. Then when you grow bigger than that and you run more and more tests, then you might have to build some database support for that. But as for now, and as for most of us that are out there, Excel sheet or a spreadsheet sheet works, very, very well to begin with, and I wouldn't suggest that you spend a lot of time doing it another way, because you're not doing this today anyhow. So it's better to start doing this than to complicate it. Now, with the conversion formula, I will be able to find different things here. This looks really scary. I don't look that trustworthy. So the different tests that I will write out here will be based on motivation, value proposition, incentive, anxiety, and friction. Friction is usually that the page loads slowly, so I wouldn't really be able to do that without changing the technology. However, I will be able to add things that will build my trust and that will do other things, and I will build out this page over time, and so we will get back to this and do more conversion tests later. But so that's how you build it. I use the conversion formula in order to try to figure out what is wrong, and as I figured that out, and now I saw already with the title, so my first test will then be to do this test, and yeah, in the next video I will show you how to set that test up. If you have problems with your hypotheses, then Hotjar is a really good tool to use for that, because it will give you heat maps. Now I've just launched these heat maps, and it has 3 visitors, one of them, and 1 visitor at another one of them. And so it wouldn't give me that much if I would have a look at them now, but eventually I will be able to look at heat maps. I will be able to look at recorded sessions, like here, for example. I will be able to have a look at how a person is visiting one of the pages of my site. I can see that they're reading it, And I can try to figure out why they're not converting the way that I want them to just by visiting their oh, they tried to click it, haha, but it didn't work. Well, then I might want to, add a link to that page. Things like that, when you can have a look at what a user does, and that helps you shape your hypothesis. So that's why Hotjar is a good thing to do, and I have a video up soon about how to actually use Hotjar, and I suggest you look at that one for better information. Alright, so if you liked that video, then hit the like button. If you didn't like it, hit the downwards button. Write a comment if you are hungry or something. And subscribe if you want to watch more videos like this. I'll see you in the next episode. Ciao!